What's up, boys? We got a big one today. We are talking about Fernando Mendoza, the best quarterback prospect in the last 50 years, boys. I mean, this guy is quite the stud. As you know, me and my boy JJ right here, we're huge Giants fans, and we have the opportunity to get the first overall
hopefully
pick
as of now.
As of now in the 2026 NFL draft. We got a big game against those Las Vegas Raiders.
Trade Dart, man. Trade him.
So what are we going to do, boys? Because I've been hearing people talk about it. Do we trade Dart for... I mean, obviously we'd get probably a lot of draft capital, but end up choosing Mendoza with the number 1 overall pick. Do we do that? Do we not? Do we screw Dart? I have no idea, but I do. I do have the idea. My opinion on it is I don't want any other quarterback but Jaxson.
Thank you.
Dart.
Thank you, bro.
Jaxson Dart is him.
Smokes.
He's a dog. He can run. He's got the swagger. He is a stud. I love him. He just represents New York. I think he just brings the energy that we need. Again, Jaxson, if you're watching, we stand with you.
Dude, listen to this.
So what are we gonna do, Jay?
Listen to this, bro.
Take me into this.
Colin Cowherd. Look, man. I'm someone who like I
was gonna say his name.
I like to respect people as a streamer. You know, up and coming. I'm not trying to lash on anybody's name, and because you never know what can happen for you in the world. But
yeah.
Colin Cowherd. Oh my goodness.
The worst.
Like, do not ever say that the Giants are trading Jaxson Dart again.
Yeah.
Okay? Jaxson Dart, outside of him wanting to run all over the place and potentially concuss himself all the time, he has been the greatest thing in New York since
Camp Scatterbo.
Since
Camp
No,
Scatterbo.
genuinely though, like, you got to understand, guys. I grew up with Eli Manning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As a kid in New York, loves football. You grow up, you have Eli Manning, and he brings you 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Eli Manning's the GOAT.
Go.
And we get someone in the quarterback. I never was a Daniel Jones guy. And after him, it's just been a mess. And now we finally have the guy. Do not blow it up. Our roster is way too close to being good. And I know a lot of you Jets fans that are around this area, and I know there's a lot of people around the world that hate the Giants and think that we're terrible and think you guys are the worst team in the NFL. How can you do it? Because it's been done before.
Yeah.
Right? We see it happen all the time.
Yeah.
The Bears.
The Bears are prime.
5 years ago, terrible, right? The Chiefs, for years, were the worst team ever. They get Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Right? All you got to do, we're going to get a coach. We're going to get some coordinators. They're going to come in, change the culture of the Giants. We have all the pieces, and the Giants are running. So believe us now. Hop on the bandwagon of the New York Giants right now, or don't be there next year when we told you so, and we're sitting there at 11-6, 12-5, making the playoffs.
Yeah, and we've been saying it for weeks now. I mean, this opportunity has finally come, and I think at worst we're probably 4th pick overall if we win against the Raiders, and I don't see us beating the Cowboys. So what do we do in this situation? Obviously, we have a few needs that we want to hit, like a corner, linebacker, and maybe if you want to add a wide receiver like a Cornell Tyson, or you could add the Reese or Corn. Do you go the my LSU boy? So there's a lot to do. There's a lot to think of. But as we've been talking about this whole time, we're after one thing.
One thing.
And it's the New York Jets. We're after the New York Jets. We want their picks. And I don't think there's any way we get them besides us getting that number 1 overall.
No.
So
well, this is the thing. You need number 1.
Yeah.
Right? You need number 1 because there's no incentive to trade up, okay? Because if Mendoza's most likely going to be the number 1 quarterback off the board, depending on how the draft process goes and whatnot. Right now, he looks like he'll be the number 1 quarterback off the board, right? So if you're sitting there, the Raiders need quarterback. Right? The Browns, I don't know what they're going to do. They might stick with Shadur, right? Who knows? But it seems like that's what they're going to do. The Saints, they seem to like Tyler Shaw.
I like him.
You know what I mean? He seems like he's balling out.
Yeah.
So you're looking at the Jets, You're looking at the Raiders. You're looking at maybe the Browns. You're looking at, I've heard, the Rams, which Stafford's playing MVP, but you do have to understand he's getting old. He's going to retire soon. Like, he's going to decline. There's got to be some alarm bells going there. Like, there's a couple teams that can possibly do it. And we know that Les, the GM of the Rams, he loves trading draft picks. They didn't have a first-round pick for like 10 years because he loves trading them, right? Yeah. So there's those three teams, in my opinion, the Raiders, the Jets, and the Rams. The Rams have the Falcons pick, so that's capital that they can give us because I'm pretty sure they have theirs and the Falcons. The Jets, who have theirs and the Colts, and then you have the Raiders, who can just trade theirs and then future years. If you're the Giants, you need number one.
Yeah.
Because even if the Raiders are picking at 2, that tells the Jets we need to move up to 2. Even if move up to 1. The Raiders at 2, they're like, we want Mendoza. We cannot let the Jets move up ahead of us. We need to offer a package good enough to the Giants that says we'll take it, and all you have to do is move back to 2, right? If I'm the Giants, this is my ideal scenario. And look, we're in December, okay? A lot of things can change as the draft process goes. The Giants get the number 1 overall pick. Mm-hmm. You get the Jets, depending on where they're at, right? Let's just say they end up at 6, somewhere around there. You get the 6th overall. You get wherever the Colts ends up being, which is probably going to be in the teens, right? Mid-teens, 15, 14, 16, somewhere around there. So you get those. And then you get maybe a 2 later and a 5 later, and you give up our first overall pick, and that's what it is, right? Yeah. The Giants at 6, you pick Carnell Tate, hopefully, right? I'm not a Tyson guy. We'll get into all the draft process stuff as we go.
Yeah.
I think you need receiver at that position because you're not going to pick an edge. I think Caleb Downs, you don't really need a free safety, and it's a little bit early to take safety, even though he might be the best player in the class.
Yeah.
But like Bain and Reese, we just don't need edge. And so as much as I think they're amazing, we just don't need them. Mm-hmm. And so I think that's the most ideal situation for the New York Giants is that exact trade.
Yeah, I agree with you. But I don't think we lose to the Raiders. I think the Raiders showed some promise. I think they woke up and they're running the ball with Ashton Genty, trying to get him more involved. And obviously the Houston Texans defense is like really good. Mm-hmm. So we'll see, and we have a lot of injuries on our offensive line. I think 4 of our 5 starters are going to be hurt for next week's game, which I don't know if you're actually hurt or if you're not, and if it's part of the tank. But, so it's going to be interesting. But I think, honestly, if we win this next game and we are the number 1 overall seed, pick, I would go with Reese. Like if we're picking at 3, you're saying? If we're picking at 3, or in a lot of we're 2, I'd go Reese and put him at middle linebacker and have him.
But Reese he's gonna come off the edge in the NFL.
I don't know. I like him at middle linebacker.
I do too, but he's just got that size. He's gonna be played at the edge. I'd love to get him at middle linebacker because then you could utilize him and then you pay him as a middle linebacker. Right? If you can get someone like Reese's talent and pay him as a middle linebacker, shoot, you're looking real pretty. Yeah. Because middle linebackers make a whole lot less money than edge rushers. 100%. Right? And you already have Thibodeau, you already have Carter, you already have Burns. So it's like, what are you going to really do with him? Obviously, it gives you the flexibility to get rid of Thibodeau and stuff like that. But still, you really want to get the middle linebacker. But then you're saying, Reese, no one takes middle linebackers in the top 5.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Freak.
Yeah, but still,
because he could float anywhere. But I would want him at middle linebacker and just have him running sideline to sideline, stopping the run. He's a freak of nature.
Totally.
So we'll see. It all depends on this game coming up. So I guess guys, comment down who you guys think is going to win this matchup. What do you think the Giants should do? Who do you think is going to be the first overall seed? And yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys soon. Peace.